Right, we are live. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me for a solo tutorial playthrough, review, unboxing, reboxing. Who knows what we're going to be doing today. This is Shackleton Base, A Journey to the Moon, which is one of my favourite games of 2024. Today I'm going to be learning the solo mode. AV is okay, great. So, in some of these videos that I do, I already know how to play the game, unfortunately, and I don't want to go into too many details or anything, but this morning has not gone to plan. So all of the time that I'd spent, or all of the time that I had planned to spend this morning in getting the game out, learning the solo rules and everything else, yeah, that didn't happen, which is why the stream is 3 o'clock rather than 2 o'clock, and I've not taken the game out of the box. So if you are interested in watching me take the game out and learn how to play the solo mode and then play the solo mode, then this video is for you. If you are not interested in that and you just want to see me playing the game, then there will be a timestamp in this video. If you're watching it back, you can just skip ahead to the point where I actually play the game. But this is going to be very laid back, very relaxed, just the afternoon that I need. I have Loki with me. Loki, make a noise. Loki. Nope, he's literally making loads of noises until I turn the microphones on. He's camera shy and microphone shy. Yeah, not a sponsored playthrough video today. Obviously, if this was a sponsored playthrough video, I would have done more preparation. But this has been voted on by my Patreon supporters. This month, it just beat Endeavour Deep Sea as for the solo game that I wanted to play this month. So yeah, thank you very much to all of my Patreon supporters for voting on this. And thank you very much to my Patreon supporters for supporting the channel, because, you know, I'm not being paid any money for doing this video this afternoon. It is effectively an afternoon off work, and all of the advertising revenue goes to charity. So if you like the content that I create and you want to support me directly, you can do so at patreon.com/gaming rules. Right then, let's move me down in the corner and make me a little bit smaller. There we go. So yeah, as I say, very laid back. Let me know in the chat if you have played Shackleton Base solo. I have been told that it is potentially a little bit outside of my comfort zone. So I will be absolutely honest with you. As much as I enjoy Shackleton Base as a game, I have never played it at 2-player. I've only ever played it at 3 and 4. And hand on heart, I am not looking forward to this solo playthrough, because for those of you that don't know, I don't like my solo modes that complex. I need them very easy maintenance. I don't want to be having to think about, oh, would I do this if that, or the other. Now, I have to say a big thank you to one of the designers, Fabio Lopiano. I spoke to him and I said, look, I'm going to be doing Shackleton Base solo. Have you got any tips? And he's actually sent me a big long list of tips, which I'm going to read through. Once we've set it all up, I'm going to read through them so that you've got those tips as well as me. Right, off we go then. Presumably, step 1 is place the game board on the table. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to zoom in a bit. So once we've done with the setup, I will zoom in a bit, and I might increase the brightness a little bit. But first of all, we need to decide which 3 corporations we're going to use. So we have 9 corporations now. Is it 9? 8? 7? 10? Lost right. Selenium Research is a double box. And 3 of these I've never played. So my thinking is today, I will use, where's the new ones? There's the new ones. That's one of the original ones. That's a new one. That's a new one. They're the 3 new ones. I think those are the 3 suggested starting ones. Okay, there was 7 in the original. And then there's 3 more in the expansion. 10. Right. So my thinking today is that I'm going to use one of these 3, which I've used before, one of the ones that I haven't used before, and one of the ones from the new expansion, and I have used all of these. So I'm going to look to the chat. Take an easy corp. Brian, if you can tell me which ones the easy ones are, let me know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove Zenith Works, because I think that is the most complex of these 3. So I'm going to remove that one. But yeah, anybody who knows which ones of these are slightly more complex, I'm happy to remove those. Okay, Brian says no help from me. Right. Anybody else know which ones of these are more complex than others? If not, fire away. Let me know in the chat which one do you want me to play. So we've got Moon Mining, Artemis Tours, or Selenium Research. It will be one of those three. Then it will be either To Mars, Space Robotics, Evergreen Farms, and Skywatch. It'll be one of those four. And then it will be either Lunar City or Under Moon. You've got a few minutes to decide. So let me know for each of these which one you want me to play. Meanwhile, I will do the rest of the setting up. And I'll have my cup of tea. And yeah. We're also going to be using the 3D printed components which were printed for me by a friend of mine, Richard Dewsbury. Richard has an Etsy store, which I do not have a link to in the description of this video yet, but I will be putting a link to it in the description of this video soon, like once this video has finished. And I can never remember what his store's called. Is it like Upgrade My Game or something? Or is it Level Up Tokens? I think it's Level Up Tokens. No, it's not Level Up Tokens. That's the other Etsy store that I've got stuff from. So I think it's Upgrade My Game. Upgrade My Game. Anybody remember what Richard's... is it that? I can't find it now. Somebody in the chat will tell me. And sorry, Richard, for forgetting what your... No, it is Upgrade My Game. Yeah, got it. Okay, so it's on Etsy and it's called Upgrade My Game. There you go. I did get it right. And yes, you can get them from him. So we're going to be playing purple today. I assume that we are going to need a player board for my opponent because I'm pretty sure we are setting it up as a two-player game. And how are we doing with the votes? Is anybody voting on which of these we're going to be playing? So we need these bits. Oh, this is already stuck on as a two-player board, so that's good. We need some little goal markers. We need my little reputation. We need my victory points. We need turn order. And we may be using my little diggy thing. We do that. Okay, right. So these can go. Now, which colour is going to look best as my opponent? I kind of don't want to use green because if we're going to be using Evergreen Farms, I'm going to get very confused. So let's not go green. Let's go pink. Pink stands out quite well. Put that down there. And we're going to need a rule book. So yeah, I've heard mixed things about the rule book for the solo mode. But as I say, I've got Fabiano, that's his new name, Fabio's help guide that he sent me. And I've also got, on screen to my right, a 14-page Shackleton base solo rules write-up and clarifications. 14 pages. That's what's making me a little bit nervous about this solo mode. Okay. Solo rules. In the solo rules, you will play against Astrobot, an automated player running one of the space agencies. So we need 7 solo action cards. I don't know. Might be in here. No, not in there. Oh, I think they're in the... Yeah, I think the solo action cards are maybe in with this. I mean, I hope I've got these components. Because otherwise, I'm going to find it a little tricky to play the solo mode without the solo components. Yeah, I don't know where they are. Not in here, because the astronauts only just fit in. Wait a minute. There's another Ziploc bag with bits in. Found them. Right, so these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got it. Right, and then we have the double-sided corporation cards, depending on which corporation you're playing with. Okay, so we got the solo cards there. That's great. We also need Astrobot board, so the back of a player board. Okay, that's good. Astrobot. And choose a player colour for yourself and one for Astrobot, and then follow the setup for a 2-player game. But only draw one agency leader tile for yourself and do not place the Astrobot's dome yet. Okay, so do we also need an Astrobot board as well as a player board? I think we do, based on the picture here. Yeah, I think. This is my first question for anybody who has played the game. Do I need... Yeah, I think I do. I think I need a second player board. I got rid of the player boards, didn't I? Okay, so we have player board number 1 for the bot and player board number 2. It's going to be a bit far for me to reach up there, but I'm going to need mine as well. Right, I believe the goals are going here. According to the picture, place your turn order marker on the first slot and Astrobot on the second. I can do that. Take a third player board and place it to the right of the... Ah, right, yeah, that's that. This board has 3 corporation slots marked with the letters A, B, C. Take a third player board and place it to the right of Astrobot's board showing its solo side. This board has 3 corporation slots, A, B, C. No, it doesn't. The original board does. With a track below. At the bottom of the board there is Astrobot's development track. Got it. Take the solo corporation cards of the 3 corporations in play. I'll do that in a minute. And put them on the easy side or the hard side. We're going to be using the easy side. Place the Astrobot's goal markers on the 0 of the project tracks. On the 0 of the project tracks. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think it just means the leftmost space because there is no 0. I'm following the picture here. Place the development marker. Oh, we need a... I don't know where that is. It's like an orange thing that I don't think I've actually seen for a long time because I think you only use it... Ah, no, there it is. So that probably goes on the 0. Yeah, place the development marker on the 0 of the development track on the solo board. Right. Shuffle the 7 action solo cards into a deck that is placed face down. Below the solo board, draw 1 solo action card and use it to decide where Astrobot will place its first dome. So I don't do that yet. I need to set myself up first. Okay, so that's going to go there. Right. Points, reputation, energy. Get rid of these. Really McDrillson. Okay, I think it's time for people in the chat to decide. So, out of these 3... Oh, Fabio's here. Hi, Fabio. Thank you for popping in. I'm going to adjust the brightness as well in a minute. It does look a little bit too dark for me, for some reason, despite all of the lights I've got. So, yes, which of these got the most votes? Moon Mining, Artemis Tours, or Selenium Research? Let's have a look through the chat. So... Dak Tarak is saying take Artemis from the simple ones. Eronwe is saying Skywatch, because you like the name. Avoid to Mars. Okay. I mean, that's cool. I do want to play with this one at some point. This is one where you dismantle the structures on the board and remove them because you're building on the moon and then going to Mars. So we're going to remove that one. Moon mining is considered easy as well. I think both of those two are relatively easy. So I'm going to get rid of selenium research. There we go. Right. Next. Yeah, so one each for moon mining or Artemis. Okay. The next person in the chat who says that, we got Cody says Artemis, so we're going to go with Artemis. Cody's also saying space robotics. So we've got 1 vote for space robotics, 1 vote for Skywatch. We've got 1 vote as well for Lunar City. 1 for Skywatch. Moon mining, Evergreen, Lunar City. We've got another vote for Lunar City. So it's looking like it's that one, but we've got another vote for Evergreen Farms. And I'm keeping going down. You may want to put the 2 boards side to side as you will play the 7 solo cards in a row. Okay, thank you. I'll do that in a second. Artemis, 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 Artemis. Yeah, loads of people are saying Artemis. And it looks like Skywatch is going to slightly win, which is fine. We're going to go with Skywatch. It is one that I've always wanted to try. But I think we have a tie for Lunar City or Under Moon. And Rachel has said Under Moon. I think that is the second. Right, so the next person in the chat that says either Lunar City or Under Moon, and Eronwe says Lunar City. You didn't already vote for Lunar City, did you? Because that would be cheating. No, I don't think you did. Okay, so we're going to go to Lunar City. There we go. Decision made. Oh, I say decision made. We've got more votes coming in for Under Moon. Oh, Under Moon is taking it. Yeah, we've just had 3 votes come in. And Elaine has said Lunar. Oh, I can't decide. I'm going to give the chat a minute to settle down while I set these 2 up. And then, if somebody wouldn't mind counting the votes, because I think it might be Under Moon that's just got it. But I can be doing the rest of the setup while I do this. You can vote up to 10 times. Votes cost 15p. You are not allowed to vote for Lunar City if you live in Lunar City. That was a Eurovision reference, if anybody is interested. Okay. So Fabio is telling me that I should be putting that next to that, which I can do. I will just jiggle things around a little bit. And I don't know where I'm going to put mine. I could put mine here. Yeah, that kind of works. It's just we're going long and thin. Right. Okay. Let's get ourselves zoomed in a bit. Oh, too much. Too much. Too much. How are we going to do this? So I'll tell you what we could do. Let's get this. Oh, what was that? Something's just fallen off. Oh, I don't know. Right. So we're going to put this over here. I still think that's a bit dark. Could just be the angle that I've got my screen at. Does that look okay to everybody in terms of brightness? Put these here. Right. Where did we get to? Under Moon barely won. Okay, so we are going with Under Moon. Right. Okay. Cup of tea time. Right, let's get some corporations out. Under Moon. What was it? Under Moon, it was Skywatch, and it was Artemis. Not Space Robotics, not Evergreen Farms. Artemis is quite an easy one, isn't it? hang on. Oh no, there it is. Skywatch, Undermoon, and yeah, where's Artemis? Maybe it's Artemis that fell off. Oh, it's there. I'm going crazy. Oh, it's been a long day. And I think you shuffle these. Fabio says, just for space reasons, I would avoid Undermoon. Oh, it's a good point. But, nah, we're okay. We've gone with the vote. But I appreciate it. Yeah, Undermoon is going to need the extra player boards. Which are in here. So it's actually going to go... Yeah. I think it goes here. Right. So where are these going to go? Oh, and we've got the cards as well. Yeah, that's fine. What I'll do is I'll bring mine down here. So for those of you that watch my sponsored live streams, this is all of the stuff that I do before the stream. I will basically spend like an hour or so setting the game up, working out what's going to go where, the best place for everything, all of the camera angles and things like that. You're seeing that today live. And this isn't the perfect layout by any means. This is just me doing it sort of quick-ish. And we're going to need space, obviously, for the cards. Right. Artemis Tours. Two of those. We've got these little cute little astronauts. So in a two-player game, we're not populating all of the spaces. I'm going to need one there. Right, that's Artemis Tours set up. Next, Skywatch. Oh, they've come out in that order. Okay. So yeah, never played Skywatch before. I know it's all about there's an asteroid that's hitting the moon and you're trying to work out where it's coming or something. All right, and we've got two extra markers. I don't know where these are going to go. Oh, we'll find out in a minute. We've got these. I'm guessing. I'm not sure. I'll read the sheet for those. And then Undermoon, which I know how this works because I've played Undermoon 3 times now. Yeah, I think I've played Undermoon 3 times. Confident-ish how that works. And I know that these go on here to start with. Yeah, I think out of the 3 new ones, this one's probably my favourite, Undermoon. I like it for the thematic reasons of drilling and suffering the penalties and then going around and fixing the problems. I think that's it. I think that is under moon setup. Right, so let's have a look at these 3 cards that we need. So we need Skywatch solo card, we need Artemis Tours, and we need Undermoon. And we need that one, not that one, we need that one. We need that one. And we need this one. Right, so Skywatch. Alert! An asteroid is on the interception course with the moon and will crash at the end of the 3rd round. Skywatch is a defense program that players may participate in order to track the asteroid and destroy it before it reaches the base. Okay, setup. Each player places their Skywatch marker on the 0 of the Skywatch track. There. Take the 14 defense program markers and place them next to Skywatch board. In a 2 and 3 player game, cover the 3 and 4 slots with defense program markers. These will not be used. Okay, done that. Shuffle the impact tiles face down. Select one and place it face down so players don't see its front side on the center hex of the main board, returning the remaining ones to the box. Right, here we go. First number that appears in the chat, between 1 and 6. Pick a number, 1 to 6. 5. Thank you. The message in the chat about playthrough of Avalon. Will I be doing another with the updated components? Yes, I will. I do have plans to cover Avalon the Riven Vale. In fact, keep an eye on the channel. There is a how to play video for Avalon the Riven Vale, which I have done. It is finished. It's been approved by the publisher. It is available right now for my Patreon supporters, but it will be going public when the publisher allows me to. So that stays face down. So that's where the asteroid is going to hit. Yeah, so we've done that. Right, under moon, have we done that? I think we have. Yeah, we've done under moon. And Artemis Tours, we place the tourist meeples on the board. Great. Okay, so that's the setup done for those. Next, we go back to the main rules because we need to set up for a 2-player game, which is... What do we do for a 2-player game? There's something about these. Something about these slots here. General setup, we've done that. We've got the astronauts, we've got the rare earth, we've got the titanium, we've got the shuttle tiles. We've got that. Yeah, it's something about placing bases on them, but I can't remember. Player setup. Done that, done that, done that, done that. Right, the last player who travelled into space will be the first player for the first round. If nobody's ever travelled into space, randomly determine the first player. Agency leader tiles. Ah, yes, agency leader tiles. I just get one at random, don't I? I get a random agency leader. Okay, so next number in the chat, 1 to 5. Pick a number from 1 to 5. 2 domes of a third colour. Okay, the first number was 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is me. I am Flavio Harris. And I'm going to choose... I'm going to choose the B side of Flavio Harris because I've not played that before. So when my headquarters has not been built, after building, you may spend 2 to activate the resource collection in the sector where you built it. And after my headquarters is built, I just get it for free. Okay, so I'm going to get extra resources when I build things. On panels, yes. Panel goes there. Panel goes there. Right. I'm sure that's in the rules somewhere, but if that's all I need to do, then that's good. So I'm going to pick... Which one do I want? Well, I'm going to go Skywatch, obviously, because I've never used Skywatch before. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to put a solar panel there, and I'm going to activate that. And that, to me, says I move this marker one space to the right. Because the iconography... Progress one space on the Skywatch track. Once you reach space 12, all further progressions are ignored. Right, okay, I've done that. Then, back to the solo rules. Take the solo corporation cards of the 3 corporations in play. Done. I'm using the easy side. Place the 3 Astrobox goal markers. Oh, hang on. And place them in there. So we need Undermoon is going here. Artemis Tours is going... I'm not going to be able to reach this. I need a cushion as a booster. Right, shuffle the 7 action solo cards into a deck that is placed face down below the solo board. Okay, I'll put it somewhere. Oh, are we going to need space below the board? Yeah. Yep, we're going to need space below the board. Okay, so we're going to have to jiggle things around a little bit. Let's just move that up. We can move this down. It can be here. These can move down. And we just about have space for the cards. Yep, I can make me smaller. There you go, little Paul. Right, 7 solo cards. Draw 1 solo action card and use it to decide where Astrobot will place its first dome. Look at the letter with the red background in the top right of the card. C. Place the starting dome in a sector from the inner circle next to the corresponding corporation token. Okay. Place the starting dome in a sector from the inner circle. Yeah. Next to the corresponding corporation token. Oh, C, as in Corporation C, which is Undermoon. So it wants to go next to Undermoon. It's either going to be one of those 2. If both sectors are available, pick one according to the direction of the arrow on the card. It's going counterclockwise. See below under the build action how to use the arrow in order to pick a slot. I think it's that arrow there. So I think it's going here. Hopefully that's right. Let's get that out of the way. I can put the cards below the main board. Oh, right, okay. They don't have to go. I thought they were going to make a line or something like that. That's fine. I'll put them here, which means we can move this back up here. Gives me a little bit more space here for stuff. Okay, right. So yeah, I think I've done that right. The arrow is going counterclockwise, so I think we're going counterclockwise around it. Right, gameplay. Cup of tea time. Shuttle phase. So in the shuttle phase, we are going to shuffle the 5 shuttle tiles. We're just going to learn as we play, pretty much. Have I done all of the setup? I probably should read Skywatch. Let's read Skywatch, because I've never played it before, so I need to know what I'm doing. So, corporation action with Skywatch is choose a defense program that you want to contribute to. You may contribute to it if your Skywatch marker allows you to do so. If your marker is on spaces 1 to 4, you can contribute to the first one. Yep. 5 to 8, you can contribute to the first 2. 9 to 12, you can contribute to all 3. Check the energy level is equal to or higher than 4. Okay. Yep, I can see that there. So the energy level needs to be at least 4. This workshop works towards contributing to defense programs. Okay, the workshop that gives me energy right, okay. Spend the indicated resources and cover the slot with a defense program token. Okay, so you spend what's printed on the space. Right. Score the victory points and gain the reputation indicated in the area where your Skywatch marker is. Ah. So even if you complete one from here, if your marker is up here, you're going to get super rewards. Okay? Defense programs must be resolved in order. For example, if the second defense program is completed before the first one, the player cannot activate it before the first one has been completed. Right, hang on a minute. If the second defense program, which is this, presumably, if it's completed before the first one, a player cannot activate it before the first one has been completed. Okay, we haven't got to activation yet, have we? No. When the first defense program is completed, reveal the impact tile. It indicates the hex where the impact will occur and which hexes will support damages from the asteroid collision. When the first two defense programs are complete, only the hex where the impact will happen will support damages from the asteroid collision. I don't quite understand the wording there. Will support damages. When all defense programs are complete, the asteroid is destroyed. Oh, okay. So if we only fill that, then the asteroid is going to hit, and it's going to hit a particular hex sector and the ones around it. If we've done that, it only hits that one, and if we've done that, we destroy it. Okay, I think that's right. When all defense, yeah. Okay, for example, Skywatch marker is on space 5. He may contribute to the first two defense programs and decides to contribute to the first one. The energy marker is on 5. Yep. He spends titanium. Does that. Yeah. Okay. End game. Depending on if there's a collision or not, the end game scoring will proceed or not. If all 3 defense programs are complete, skip this phase. Otherwise, the collision happens and all structures in the area of the impact are destroyed, leading to negative victory points per player. That's fine. That's fine. I won't need to read more. The goals is to reach space 5 on the track, reach space 8 on the track, and reach space 12 on the track. Why did it say A, B, and C? Oh, there, A, B, and C. Right, okay, that's nice, easy to understand. Yeah, okay, like that one, thematically. So, 5 shuttle tiles. Shuffle them. Assign one face down to Astrobot. And then reveal 2 more face up. Choose one of the 2 revealed shuttle tiles for yourself and use the other to fill up the lunar gateway. Okay, right. What do we want? Well, I get bonuses for building. To note, the farther you move your Skywatch tracker, the less points you lose from the asteroid. Oh, okay, right. The farther you move your Skywatch tracker, the fewer points you will lose from the asteroid. Right, okay. That will probably be what this is. Yeah, okay. So as long as I've done it more than the other players. Thank you for that. That's useful to know. So which one of these do I want to pick? Well, that's got rare earth on it, and you need rare earth to build solar panels. So I'm going to go with that one. Yeah. So this one is filling the lunar gateway. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And 1. So that's that gone. And then I get these 2. 3 red. And 1 blue. I get 6 monies. And I get 2 titanium and some rare earth. Now, there is one thing that I have forgotten to do. And that is the bonus markers. So in the expansion, it came with a set of markers that you gain when you get to 10 points. And another set of markers that you gain, you choose one of when you get to 25 points. I think you still use them in the solo game. If you don't use them in the solo game, then I will take them off. Scoring tokens, solo rules, Yeah, doesn't say, I don't think. So, yeah, I assume we still use them. Okay, right. Reveal Astrobot's face-down shuttle tile. Place it next to the solo board and fill it with matching astronauts. It does not use resources or credits. Okay, so we need two yellows, red, and 3 blue. Update the turn order according to the numbers on the shuttle tiles. Well, I'm going 4, it's going 5, so I'm still going first. Right, action phase. So it's my turn first, and then we'll read how the bot works. So, yeah, my first turn. How'd you play this game again? Don't put your HQ in one of the inner 6 hexes when Skywatch is in play. Okay, unless I'm really planning to do this. Surely if I'm planning to do this, it will be all fine. Okay, right, what am I going to do? Build my headquarters here, because that's what Cody told me to do. There's so many choices in this game. I like the options. I do like all of the things that you can do. And I remember Fabio telling me, tactically, you should try and grab project cards early, because project cards are going to get you good stuff. So maybe that's what we should do. Maybe we should get a project card early. I mean, that's quite good. That means all of my stuff's going to get cheaper. Yeah, I like that. So I'm not going to overthink it, because this is a learning game and I'm live streaming and I'm concentrating on just the rules of the game rather than any strategy. So I think, assuming that I can do this, I'm going to place my technician here, and I am going to take a project card, and I'm going to take this project card, which is Asteroid Probe, and the cost of doing that is 4 money. And the energy needs to be at 4, and the energy drops by 1. And now I have a corporate action that I can use once per round to place a what's it token thing at a discount of 1 titanium. And I do get 1 corporation action. So do we do that straight away, or do we increase reputation? That is the question. Contribute to a defense program and spend 1 titanium less to do so. So I could just go for that straight away. But we've worked out that you get more points the more you move it up to the right. But it's going to be quite a while before I move it up to the right. So when does this get revealed? This gets revealed here. Yeah, okay. That's when that's completed. Do we do it, or do I increase my reputation? If I increase my reputation, the advantages you get up here. Now I'm going to do that. I'm going to use it. So I get to build a thing and I get a discount. I'm just going to build this one because it's the cheapest one. So I get... Oh, the energy needs to be 4. The energy is not 4. Chat's probably telling me the energy is not 4. Yeah, Fabio's telling me the energy is not 4. I just spotted that. Okay. So I could, if I wanted to, build a solar panel. And I could build it and put the solar panel in here, and that would generate the 1 battery, and it would actually get me 1 reputation. But then that would be available for anybody who wanted to build. And I generally don't like doing that, because then somebody else, another player, would come along and they'd steal it. So I'm not going to do that. I am just going to gain 2 reputation. There you go. That's my corporate action. Right. So now it is the bot's turn. And we are going to learn how the solo bot works. But before we do that, I'm going to read what Fabio sent me. Oh, Undermoon's corporation action is to take one of these tiles and put it into your hallway, or flip over one of these tiles from a hallway. So if you want to know more details about how Undermoon works, I have done a few weeks ago a tutorial and playthrough video where I cover all 3 of the new corporation actions. So yeah, if you want to know how all of the 3 new corporations work, go and check that video out. So here's what Fabio said to me a few days ago. He said, the tricky part with the solo rules is determining where the bot is going to place things on the crater. The solo cards point to a starting row and a direction, either clockwise or counterclockwise, but that's mostly for tiebreakers. The idea is that the bot will try to place the thing in the most advantageous row, and if 2 or more rows are equally good, it will then look starting from the pointed row, which is on here, and in the given direction. When placing astronauts, it looks for a row where the bot would win the astronaut back at the end of the turn by looking at the current majority. And when placing structures, it tries to win majorities on rows that already have an astronaut. So if you think about what the bot is trying to achieve, instead of blindly following the algorithm, it should become intuitive after a couple of turns. There you go. Thank you for that. Let's see if I can actually put that into practice. So on Astrobot's turn, draw a card from the solo deck and place it to the right of the previous card. Okay, so we are going to need to make a row. There you go. On the first turn, place the card on the left. Then on subsequent turns, place a new card on its right, forming a row of 7 cards at the end of each round. Should I have shuffled that back in? Draw 1 solo action card and use it to decide. It doesn't say. It didn't say. So that's the bit I don't quite understand, is it says on the first turn, place the card on the left. Yeah. Happy to take any help on this one from the chat. I don't know if I should have shuffled this first one back in, because it does say you will form a row of 7 cards at the end of each round. Yeah. It's a convoluted way to say play the cards from left to right. Okay, so we do keep this one here. The one that was used in setup, we're going to keep it there. Right. Step 1, check the letter. At the top of each card, there are 2 letters which determine which corporation will be considered for the turn. Okay. Oh, in the top left, so B and C. If only one matches the letter on the right side of the previous card. Ah, right. So you need the previous card. Right, got it. So C matches. Yep. So if only one matches the letter on the right side of the previous card, that will be the active corporation. If both match, the active corporation will be the one corresponding to the letter with the red background. Great. So it's doing C. Step 2, check the symbol, check the card symbol. So we're looking for that symbol. It doesn't have that symbol. We're looking for that symbol, which is to advance the goal marker on the solo board for the current corporation. So the current corporation is C. So we're advancing that there. If the marker reaches the end of the track, move it to the corresponding corporation board. Okay, that seemed quite simple. The achievement reached by Astrobot is determined by, we'll get to that in a minute. Then perform the action depicted on the row. Important. If Astrobot cannot claim its goal because you did it first, okay, that's all to do with goals. We'll come to that when it claims a goal. So perform the action indicated on the row. I don't know if that's to do with goals, but anyway, resolve the action. Each card has 3 rows with different astronaut types. Yep. Identify the topmost row for which Astrobot still has an astronaut of that type available on its shuttle. Yes, so it wants to do red, and if it didn't have red, it would do yellow, and if it didn't have yellow, it would do blue. So it's doing red, because it's copying me. Perform the action depicted on that row. So it's doing red, it's doing a project card. The crater on the previous solo card contains information used to break ties when resolving the action for this turn. The crater has two main pieces of information. One triangle, yeah, along the crater and an arrow. This is referred to as the triangle and the arrow. Got it. Right, so exploiting the crater. It's not doing that. It's funding a project. Astrobot deploys a technician onto the leftmost available spot to fund a visible project from the active corporation. Follow these steps. 1. Astrobot chooses the project worth the most points. This one. 4. In case of a tie, it decides one based on the orientation of the arrow, left or right. Okay. But it's this one, because this one's worth 4. Check the energy requirement. Astrobot never spends credits. So the energy requirement is 4. We do not have 4. I will look at the chat in a minute once I've got my brain around this. If the energy level is equal to or higher, go to step 3. If not, Astrobot must reduce the requirement or produce energy before, in this order. Apply its development track discount. Does it have a development track discount? I'm guessing not. No, I don't think it does. It's got that. So it's not there. So it hasn't got a discount, right? Then virtually buy energy if the level is below 3. It's not below 3. And build a solar panel if it is still not sufficient. So it's building a solar panel. The solar panel is placed on the center hex of the main board and will be used later by any player. So it's building a solar panel, which increases the energy by 1. If there is still not enough energy, then it tries with the next corporation. If no project can be funded, Astrobot performs the Visit the Lunar Gateway action instead. Take the project card and place it next to Astrobot's base. Astrobot ignores all of its effects. It will only provide victory points at the end of the game. Right, did I get that right? I'm going to look at the chat. The first card is the one from setup, then play. Oh yeah, nobody said anything about what I've just done. Okay, great. Reveal a new one if able. Bonus action. After resolving its action entirely, Astrobot performs a corporation action for the active corporation. So, how do we do that? Well, the next bit is performing up to 3 corporation actions. So, it's basically doing this, isn't it? But it can't do this because it doesn't have one of those. After result, we've got a sheet. We've got a sheet, I believe, for the solo rules for the expansion. Solo rules, corporation action. Oh, that's this. It's not this, it's this. Ah, right, okay. So, Astrobot advances its drill marker by 2 steps and places the fracture token. So, hang on. Advances its drill marker by 2 steps and places its fracture token by first picking a row following the same rules as when exploiting the crater, and then placing the marker in the first sector where Astrobot has a structure. Well, this is easy because it's only got one structure here. If covering a corporation token, use the arrow and pointer on the card to determine which token to cover. Okay, let's just check that. So it's moving the drill and it's doing that and that, but we've got to place this first. Oh, I see, and it gets better depending on how far it's developed. Yeah, I think. Right, so I'm going to work out how to... Oh, hi, Steve. Thanks for popping in. Yep, I don't know the game either. I know the multiplayer game, and it's amazing. But this is my first time at running the solo, so it is going to be very, very rough today, as you can see. So we are going to place the fracture token by picking a row following the same rules as when exploiting the crater. So when it exploits a crater, and this is going back to what was Fabio was saying earlier on, it's searching for the first available crater where, which is that's this, isn't it? So starting with the position marked with the triangle, which is there, and then following the orientation given by the arrow, so it's going around, and then does it go in? I mean, Fabio did say don't use the algorithm, but I'm kind of wanting to learn the algorithm first, and then I'll overrule it. It searches for the first available crater slot where it would gain the astronaut if the round was to stop now. Yeah, fracture tokens. I'm not sure about this. Wrong card. It's the second one, right? Is it? What have I done with the wrong card? No, I think it said on the first card. Let me just double check. It says here, the crater on the previous solo card contains information used to break ties. The current card points... Right, so hang on. Fabio says the current card points at the bottom of the crater, and that's already a valid row. Oh, so it's the current card. I thought it was the previous card. This is what it says, the crater on the previous solo card contains information used to break ties. Okay, so it's not the previous card. It's this card. I'm not sure about that. So it's basically, it's here. I mean, I'm going to skip past this now. I don't understand it. I'll be honest, I don't understand it. But there is only one space where it can place this fracture token because it's only got one structure. But I don't know whether to place it there. I know it can't go here, but I don't know whereabouts to place it. So this says, picking a row following the same rules as when performing the exploiter crater action, which is this. So it's this row. And then placing the marker in the first sector where Astrobot has a structure, which is here. But whereabouts in here? If covering a corporation token, which I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I can zoom in a bit so we can see. Let me just move the thing around a bit. There you go. So I don't know if that's any better, or I could possibly show it on the super big camera, which is here. So this is the first card. This is the second card. So I've identified the sector. That was the easy bit. The sector is this sector here, but I'm not sure where it's placing the fracture token because there are 5 legal places for the fracture token. And I'm not so Fabio is saying to put it there. Okay, I'll put it there. I'm not sure why it's going there, but it's going there. Maybe because this is the row and you're doing it in that order. So that's where it's going. Okay, so we've done that. So it's placed a technician. It's funded the project. It's got 4 points at the end of the game. And then it's performed the corporation action, which was advance the drill marker 2 steps, place the fracture token, done that. And then, according to the position of the marker on the development track, well, it's on 0. Astrobot takes an underground hall from the corporation board and places it on the newly uncovered hall using the arrow on the card to decide which row to pick the tile from. Okay, so the arrow on the card, I'm just going to move this. Oh, there you go. So that's the arrow on the current card, which is kind of going counterclockwise. I'm not sure how that translates to which of these 3 rows to take from. Places it on the newly uncovered hall using the arrow on the card to decide which row to pick from. I mean, it's kind of going bottom to top, kind of. So I guess it takes from the bottom. It doesn't really matter, does it? And it's going in there. Right, I think that's right. So it's moved to 2 and it's put a thing on. Right. Whew. Right, my go. My go will be a lot easier because I don't have a set of automated rules that I'm following. What am I doing? Well, we have the 4 energy. So we needed 4 energy. Why did it need 4 energy? It needed 4 energy to... It funded a project, didn't it? Should we have spent the 1 energy? I think we should have spent the 1 energy. Yeah. I think when it took the project card, I think we should have spent the 1 energy because it gained the 1 energy and it should have funded it. Right, so it's my go. I don't have much money left. We don't have anything on the board at the moment. So at the moment, any astronaut, if I place it here, I'm going to be able to exploit it. I probably want to build. So what I've got 2 titanium, so we could build a workshop. If we build a workshop, that's actually going to take priority away from somebody else. So that might be quite good. And then I can place a technician and get double the benefits. And if I built in one of these areas with a workshop, I wouldn't need to build a solar panel. Although, if I build a solar panel right now, it provides 2 energy. So maybe that's what I want to do. Just pop another dome out. Yeah, let's do that. Let's build. So we're going to build. I'm going to spend 1 titanium. We're going to build another dome. And we're going to build it... it all depends what I want to activate, doesn't it? Let's build it. I can't remember how Artemis Tours works. It's basically putting tourists on cards, from what I remember. So yeah, let's go here. So I'm going to have to spend my rare earth to build a solar panel. Oh no, I don't. There's a solar panel here. But I can if I want to. I can build the solar panel. But I don't need to. I'm going to build another solar panel. Because you are allowed to, and that generates 2 energy, which gets me 2 reputation, which is good because now I'm in the next bracket. And then I'm going to use one of the solar panels, and I'm going to put it there. Right, the dome has been built. After I build, I can spend 2 money to take the rare earth. Do I want to do that? That's going to leave me with no money. That's okay. I'm going to do it. I'm going to spend the 2 money. I'm going to take the rare earth. And then, because I used an engineer, I get to choose a corporation. We're going to choose Skywatch. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it there. And then I immediately activate that and move my marker 1 space to the right. Okay. Build the red workshop for discounts on Skywatch. Yes, I could have done. Yeah, I absolutely could have done. But I didn't. Right, that was my go. That was my second go. So we're done. Now we do this. So we've drawn another card. B is the only one that's lined up. So it's doing something with Skywatch. And it's moving its development marker. Its development marker moves along. And now we are doing an action with Skywatch. And it wants to do a project if it can. If it had red, if it had a technician. It doesn't have a technician. So it goes to blue. And it's doing corporation actions. I'm starting to get it. I will admit this is the bit with the arrows and the stuff that I don't understand. So, corporation actions, solo rules. Astrobot deploys a scientist on the leftmost slot to perform 1 corporation action. for each of the 3 corporations in play in this order, A, B, C. So for each corporation solo card, it indicates what the Astrobot does when performing their corporation action. For each one that it cannot perform, it gains 2 reputation. And then bonus action, after resolving this action, it's going to do the Lunar Gateway. So we'll come to that in a minute. Okay, so it's doing Artemis. So what's it doing for Artemis? The solar rules. Solar rules for Artemis. Take the next tourist from the Artemis Tours board and place it on the lowest VP value of Astrobot's corporation cards. Astrobot immediately scores the indicated VP. Okay, so it goes there. It gets 1 point. It's winning. Then it's going to do this. So Skywatch. Astrobot progresses on the Skywatch track depending on the position of its marker on the development track. If it's on easy, if it's on 0 to 2, it moves 1 space. Okay, and the more it develops, the faster it moves. Got it. Then it contributes to a defense program from the section it reached from bottom to top. When contributing to the topmost one, it consumes 1 energy as usual. So it needs 4 energy. It has 4 energy. So it's contributing to it. Oh, that's a pain. I was going to do that. So that goes on there. Yep. If it cannot contribute to a defense program, it gains 3 additional steps on the Skywatch track. Wow. Okay, that's fine. And then this one, it's moving another 2 spaces. So we're placing this on the board. Now, I know exactly where that one's going because there's nowhere else that it can go. It goes there, which is this one. Placing the marker in the first sector where Astrobot has a structure. If covering a corporation token, no. According to the position of the marker on the development track, we are in position 1. So it's taking a underground hall from the corporation board. Use the arrow on the card. So this is, again, I'm not sure which one it would take. So Fabio, help me out here. This arrow here, how does that help me in determining which row it's going to take from on here? And yet you're right, I did forget to give it 3 points and 2 reputation. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, and 2 reputation. I did forget that. That was for placing a... Yeah, that was for contributing to the defense program. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not sure which one of those it takes based on this card. The card has got it's got a counterclockwise arrow, but I don't know where that means. That's the bit I'm confused about. That might need some clarification or FAQ because I'm not sure which one it takes from. But it's going to take one of those and it's going to put it in there. And then that's the 3 corporation actions done. And then it does the Lunar Gateway, which is... Gains an astronaut from the Lunar Gateway, if able, chosen according to these priorities. The astronaut whose type is the least numerous in Astrobot's base. Well, it has nothing. Followed by the astronaut who is at least numerous in the Lunar Gateway. So blue. So it gains a blue one. Okay, it's going to go in there. Right. Okay. Oh, it's just the triangle, not it's the triangle, not the arrow. Top, middle, bottom. Oh, right. Yeah, that's not clear. Unless I've missed something. I'm not seeing... Yeah, let's have a look. So is this middle then? So is that a middle arrow? I can see that's definitely a bottom arrow. Is that a middle one? Let me have a look at some of the other cards. Oh, okay, no, we've got 3 positions for cards, so that's obviously bottom. So is that top? Is that middle? Yeah, so yeah, there's 3 possible positions. There's that one, and that one. They are the 3 possible positions for the arrow. And we're saying that is the bottom one. So that is the bottom row. We'll say that's the top row and that's the middle row. Yeah, something's definitely been lost in translation there. I'm not seeing anything in the English rules that clarify where the which row. It just kind of says, yeah, what did it say? Let me just read out what it says. Use the arrow on the card. So it says arrow, not triangle. Use the arrow on the card to decide which row to pick the tile from. Yeah, that's definitely going to need some clarification. Okay, so for today's playthrough, what I'm going to do is if the triangle is there, it's going to be the top row. If the triangle is there, it's going to be the middle row. And if the triangle is there, it's going to be the bottom row. Okay, so that's what I'm going to use for this playthrough. Hopefully there will be a thread on BGG to clarify it at some point in future, but that's what we're going to do for today, just so I can move past this and crack on. And now I've completely forgotten whose turn it is. I think we've both had 2 turns. So it's back to me. I got no money. And I can build. Oh no, I can't build. In fact, I can't do any of these things because I don't have any money. So it is going to be exploiting the crater, and I'm going to make it very simple. I'm just going to go here, and I'm going to activate those 2 sectors, and I'm going to gain 6 money. That's nice and easy, does it? Okay, right. So my opponent. We have A and B both linked, but A is in red, so we're doing A. So we are doing Artemis, and we are advancing our development marker. That's going quick. And then we're doing yellow. So we're building. Yeah, because it's got yellow, so it's building. Yeah, that's what it's doing, I think. Check the letter. So the active corporation is Artemis. Check the card symbol. We've done the card symbol. Right, build. So we're going to place this here. Here we go. It's going to build. Astrobot deploys an engineer on the leftmost available slot. Builds a structure for the active corporation. 1. The type of structure Astrobot builds is determined by its development track. Oh, okay. It's going to build a workshop. If all of the structures of the selected type have been built, it builds the first structure available of a smaller size. Okay. Starting with the row indicated by the triangle. Okay, so now it's talking about the triangle, and following the arrow if needed. So the arrow, the triangle is pointing up from the bottom. Starting with the row indicated by the triangle on the solo card, search for the first available row where the Astrobot would gain an astronaut if the round would end now. Oh, this is the bit that Fabio was saying. So following the rules, we're supposed to be starting here. Starting from this row and going round. So do we go round like... Is it going round like this, or is it going round like this? I'm not sure. Search for the first available row where Astrobot would gain an astronaut if the round would end now. So going back to what Fabio said to me, he said, if it's building a structure, it's trying to win a majority on a row that already has an astronaut, which is what a human player would do. So there's only one astronaut here. It's building a workshop. We think it's building the bottom one. So it's going to build it somewhere where it can snatch that astronaut, which is here. If it went there, it would do it. But it would also do it if it went... Oh, no, it wouldn't do it if it went there. Because if it went there, we'd be tied 2 for 2, and I'm closer to the astronaut. So it would have to be there or there. There would do it as well. So I don't know exactly how you determine whether it's there or there. This is the bit that I honestly I don't understand this. I am struggling to wrap my head around this bit. I might need to refer to the 14-page fan translation to see what that says. Setup, gameplay, build. Right, Astrobot deploys an engineer on the leftmost available slot. Yes. The type of structure is determined by the development track. By default, it will try to build a dome. If the marker's at step 2, it builds a workshop, etc., etc. Yeah. Starting with the highlighted row and going in the direction of the arrow. So this is the highlighted row. And the arrow is... So I think we're actually rotating the whole thing. So I think it's this row. And then that row, and then that row. Oh, I don't know. Keep reading. I'll keep reading. Search for the first available row where Astrobot would gain an astronaut if the round would end now. But yeah, there are 2. There's this row and there's this row. Astrobot builds in the powered sector closest to the astronaut if able. Okay, so it always prefers to build in a powered sector, which is what a human player would do. Otherwise, choose another powered sector in the row. If there is no room for the structure in the powered sector, it builds a solar panel in the sector closest to the astronaut. If still not possible, continue searching the next available row following the arrow. Yeah, it's the whole row following the arrow. That's the bit I don't understand. But we've got it this time. We know what it's doing. It's building there. And then, because it built, it places the structure. It says from left to right and from top to bottom. I don't know what that means. Bonus action. After resolving its action entirely, Astrobot places a corporation token from the current corporation, which is Artemis Tours, if possible, if there is room for one, and if the corporation board still has one. Yes. If there are... Oh no, it doesn't, because there's already one there. So it's doing that instead. It places a corporation token from the current corporation if possible. It's not possible. Yeah, so it then activates that, and it takes one of these, and it goes there, and it gets 2 points. I think that's right. If the energy marker is on the last 2 spaces of the energy track, it cannot build a solar panel. Yep. Astrobot triggers immediate effects from domes, but not from laboratories, and it doesn't spend titanium or rare earth for structures. But it will consume energy if required. That doesn't consume energy. Okay, I think we've done it. Whew. Yeah, I need some graphical examples. This 14-page document that I've got from BGG, and all credit to the person who's taken their time out to write it, it needs pictures. I'm a visual learner. I need pictures and examples of how this whole thing works, and I'm not getting it, and I've tried, and my brain is not strong enough, and maybe it's a mistranslation, but yeah, there's no examples in here, unfortunately. It just kind of says use the arrow and use the triangle, but without any examples. That's what it needs. It needs some examples. So I'm just going to have to accept that I don't understand how this bit works, and I will fudge my way through it with Fabio helping. He is trying to explain, when looking for a row, Start from the astronaut slots, the one pointed by the triangle. Yep, I can see that. Then move along in the direction of the arrow. Always consider the row point. Oh, right. Okay, so this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. So we're looking at the slots. Right, okay. That makes more sense, I think. So we look at that one first, then that one, 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 etc., etc., etc. Okay. I think I've got it. The Spanish rules are good. Unfortunately, I don't speak Spanish, but that's what I should do. Learn how to speak Spanish. Right, so where are we? We've both had 3 turns. It's my go. Right, well, I got some money. Yay. Unfortunately, I've lost out on this. Now, how can I get that astronaut back? I can build. If I really wanted to, I could build a dome here or here. I can't build a workshop because I don't have 2 titanium. So we could. We absolutely could. Do I want to? That's the question. It's going to cost me 2 money just to be able to build. We do have enough money to fund a project. So let's have a look at these projects. End of game scoring. This is money. This is a good money generation card. I remember this from the first time I played. I had space casinos. It is good. I'm less worried about the end of game points. I'm more concerned about using it for money income. I can take it. I have 4 money. It would be red. I do have red. It would take all of my money. How do I get one of those astronauts, though? That's the problem. Is I would struggle to get one of those astronauts. Because I think you only take these with this action, and you only get that action. Oh no, I could then place the blue. We could. Right, I'm going to do it. I'm totally doing it. So I'm going on here. I'm spending effectively all of my money. And yet, you're right, there's a corporation action there. So I could. So I've spent 4 money for the card. And the energy goes down by 1. And I spent 2 money to do the action. And I've got a moon casino. Right, and then, because I used red, I get 1 corporation action. Which could be 2 rep. It could be gaining a titanium. It can't be that because I don't have any. Oh, is that the one where you have to put them on the cards? Oh. Where's the Artemis sheet? Oh, you get them to your base. So that is taking them to the base. And then the corporation action is putting them on the card. Ah, rats. Oh, hello, Loki. Here he is. Space Cat. Come on. I don't have any food. You coming up? Come on. Oh, come on, you. Oh, there we go. Now. Oh, look at these tasty meeples. Tasty, tasty meeples. Yeah. What would you do? He doesn't care. He just wants food. That's all he wants. Hello, Loki. Look at this. Got hairs everywhere. Yes. Right. You're distracting me, mate. How can I concentrate when I've got you in front of me? Right. So it's titanium or 2 reputation, or is there another corporation action I can do? Yes, there is. No, there isn't. No, because it. Oh, okay. Are you just going to sit on my base? Is that what you're going to do? You're going to sit on my base. Okay. Yeah, I can't do that. No, because I don't have the money. Okay. Let's get the titanium then. He's very good at not knocking things over. I don't know how he does it. Oh, he says after. You did that deliberately. Just because I said you're good at not knocking things over, and you've knocked over these space tourists with your tail. Right, I think that's it. I did the thing. I've taken another project. I need to somehow get it on there. Right, next card. B. B is the active corporation. So Undermoon is the active corporation. We are blue. Do we have a blue? We do. So we're placing a blue and we're doing a corporation action for each one. Wow. So we take that, we put it on here. Easy, 3 points. I do need to know, Fabio, if my AI opponent takes one of these tiles or not. I may have missed that in the rule book, or it may be that you don't use them when playing solo. I can't remember. Now we're doing Skywatch. Oh, it's doing a thing again. This was going to be my thing. And I'm not doing it at all. And it gets... Oh, it needs to have 4. We do have 4. It doesn't cost anything. But it does get 3 points and 2 reputation. So it's on 12 points, 2 reputation. Yeah. Does it get one of these tiles? I don't remember seeing anything to say that it does or it doesn't. Gateway with last worker to corp action. Oh, well, that might be strategy advice. I try not to do strategy advice in live playthroughs because, yeah. So we've done that, and then we do this, which is 2 drilling spaces. Drill, 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 baby, drill. Right, so now we're placing this. This is where I'm going to get confused again. So we're looking at this row, and there is one. And then it's clockwise, so I think it's going on there. So I think it goes on there, and I think it moves that to there. Okay, you remove one at random. Okay, yeah, that would make sense. You remove one of them at random, so let's remove that one at random. Okay, it's starting to come together. And then it does the Lunar Gateway thing. So it's doing it whatever it's got the least of here, which is red and yellow, whatever there's the least of here. So it's taking red. So it can go there. Right, my go. I've got 2 actions left. We talked about building, but I don't have the money. I got the titanium, but I don't have the money now. And how can I get the money? I can't get the money. Mess this up, haven't I? I have messed this up. So, because I don't have the money, I actually can't exploit the crater. Because anywhere that I go... Oh, no, I could. I could go here. Here's fine. And I could get some resources, or I could activate those 2. I'm gonna go here with blue. I'm a little worried because I know it's got a blue and a yellow left, so I know it's going to build. I could go to the Lunar Gateway. Ah, Lunar Gateway gets your money. That's what you're telling me in the chat, isn't it? Yeah. Lunar Gateway gets the minimum money, then I can build. Sure. I mean, I'm going to need people in my base anyway. So let's send this guy to the Lunar Gateway. I'll have 3 money. And I will take out this guy. Because he's going to generate me money. And I get to do a corporation action. Oh, that's good. Right, corporation action. Do I want some more titanium? I mean, I don't want to complete that because that's going to use the money that I need to build. Yeah, it's going to be entertaining. Right. Okay. My opponents. We are B. So we are Skywatch is the active corporation. We are yellow, so we are building. Oh, I do just have enough money to build myself. Right. So it's building for Skywatch. The development marker is here. So it's taking either that one or that one. And we're saying that that's pointing to the middle. I don't know. This is that. That's the bit that doesn't make sense. And it's going to place it. Well, it's already winning this. So it can place it anywhere, really. So starting with the row indicates, so this is where it's going. This is the row, indicated by the triangle on the solo card, and following the arrow if needed. So it's going round here, like this. Search for the first available row where the astrobot would gain an astronaut if the round would end now. But it's already gaining it. If there is no astronaut in the crater, astrobot builds in the powered sector closest to the triangle. Otherwise, choose another powered sector in this row. If there is no room for the structure in the powered sector, yeah, I'm not sure what it would do because it's already winning that. Did I use the Skywatch card earlier? I did. I used this earlier. Oh, no, I didn't. Or did I? No, I was going to, and then I didn't. Oh, you're right. I completely forgot to use that then. Yeah, I thought I was going to use it. Oh, I was, but then I didn't because there wasn't 4 energy. Oh, thank you. Oops, my bad. My bad. Right. So yes, I might need your help here again, Fabio, or anybody else. I am not sure where it's going to place this based on the fact that it's already getting the only astronaut in the crater. It could be this if there's no astronaut in the crater. It could be that. So it's going to build in the powered sector closest to the triangle. So that's here. It will build on the sector with the neutral dome. That's where the triangle... Yeah, okay, got it. So this isn't if there's no astronaut in the crater. It's if all of the astronauts in the crater are already going to be claimed by Astrobot. That's what it should say. So that's going there. Okay, easy. And then we're doing a corporation token. And this was the active one. But this is already here, so it doesn't put another one on. It moves to there. Right, got it. My last go. We're building. And this is all for fighting over this guy. This is what everything's about. I don't know if this is worth it. Ah, I don't know. I could just grab some resources instead. I could go there and grab those resources. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to build. After all that, I'm not going to build. I'm just going to go here and I'm going to exploit the crater and I'm going to get that and that. And that's it. Yeah. Well, that was rubbish. Yes, I've not used that. I've not used that. I'm not very good at this game, am I? It's fun, though. It's, yeah. Astrobot's last turn. We're C. So Undermoon is the active corporation. We need to move... Oh, I forgot to move that up. That should have gone to there. That goes to there. And then it's got blue left. So it's doing this. So it's doing 3 corporation actions. 1 for this, which goes on there and gets 4 points. I'm losing this. It's completed stage 1. I've been too lazy. And it now gets 4 points and 2 reputation. And then it's doing this one. And it's drilling again. Look at this. Oh, I forgot to take one of those. No, I'm just going to take these. Where's it putting this? We need to go here. So it's here. Yep. That's where the arrow is pointing to. It's pointing to here. So I'm putting it there, the first place that it's got a structure. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Right. And then what did it do? It did the 3 corporation action. So it's taking something from the Lunar Gateway. It's going to take a yellow. I don't know where these are supposed to go, but that's it. Flip the Skywatch tile. Oh, yes, we do. So we know that it's coming in. Now, presumably that's the top. So it's hitting here. So this is what's going to get hit. And it's going to hit, at the moment, it's going to hit all of them. So we know that that's going to happen. Right. We are done. We do maintenance. So maintenance for the 3 corporations. What's that? I can't remember what that is. Artemis Tours, maintenance. All tourists return to the Artemis board. Oh. They're tourists. Of course. Thematically, they're tourists. For each tourist returned this way, players gain points equal to the value indicated in the lowest non-full board. So 2. So he gets 8 points. Oh, come on. 8 points. I'll remove that one at random. Right. No maintenance here. Maintenance here is, sorry, mate, but you're going to lose 4 reputation from all of your drilling. Whew. Right. I'm not affected by that because I've done no drilling because I'm a good guy and I don't get any points for tourists because we don't like tourists. That's that. Then we assign things. So that's going to go to me. It's going to go to here. That's going to go to him. It's going to go to here. And then we can rearrange things. I don't know whether he's going to get a bonus. I guess he is. So we've done that. Then we get income. So I get 3 money and a titanium. I'm not sure if Astrobot gets anything for that. Collect income. Oh, it does. So should Astrobot gain astronauts, place them as follows. During the first 2 rounds, place scientists in domes and everybody else in the headquarters, if built. Otherwise, fill the available slots from left to right and top to bottom. Placing first the matching astronauts and then placing the rest. During the last round, does something different. Now, we're using Under Moon, so I want to know what it does about placing people in there. I'm not sure it does. Oh, Astrobot does not gain benefits from underground halls, nor loses reputation from its drill marker. Okay, let's fix that. Astrobot flips an already... it scores 4 points for each flipped underground hall. I don't think it puts people in there. Is that right? Also, when exploiting the crater, the Astrobot repairs any fractures on the selected row and gains 2 reputation for each. The priority when selecting a row for exploiting a crater with an astronaut will be to fix the most fracture tokens. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's placing... right. Hang on. You know that thing that I said was not clear? It's on this card. I've just spotted it. Here. This card tells you which row to pick. So, apologies. I misunderstood, but you choose from the top row if it's that, the middle row if it's that, and the bottom row if it's that. That wasn't clear when I was reading the rule book, but I've just spotted it on here. So yeah, this is what you use to determine which row it takes from. So we have an answer. We've got it. We've worked it out. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything where it places its people here. I don't think it does do that. So, maintenance. We have to pay costs. I have to pay 1, 2, 3 money in cost. I believe Astrobot doesn't. Nope. Astrobot gains 2 points for each scientist in domes. So 2 points. That's way more points than a human player would get. Doesn't pay maintenance costs. Astrobot cleanup. Yep. So all of these are going to go. And solo deck reset. Put aside the last solo card played, which will become the starting solo card for the next round. Right, great. So that goes there, and these get shuffled. Yep, we're getting there. I think it's going to go a lot smoother and a lot quicker for now. We've had a lot of learning curve. I think if I'd played this solo mode a couple of times first, I'd be okay with it. There's just a few parts in the rulebook where the translation maybe is not so great. Maybe some things have got lost in translation. But I think once you get it, you'll start to understand it. And working out where it's going to go on here is probably the most complicated part of it. Right, round 2. Yeah? Yeah, round 2. Shuttle time. Let us know what you think so far. If you are watching this live and you haven't played Shackleton Base as a solo game before, give us your thoughts on it. Not pull friendly. It's definitely not pull friendly, but it is. Yeah, I think once you've got some clarifications on how things work, it's still not pull friendly, but it is within. It's on the cusp of my comfort zone. Obviously, a learning game is always going to be a harder experience. But if you've got the designer in the chat helping you, then that's always an advantage. Right, which one of these do we want? That one. Easily. So this goes in the gateway. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And just a reminder for those people who joined in late, this is not a sponsored playthrough video. This is a video which has been funded through my Patreon campaign and voted on by my Patreon supporters. So if you want to become one of my Patreon supporters, you can, and you will get access to exclusive behind-the-scenes footage, extra bonus videos, not for Shackleton Base, unfortunately, but there are other videos that I do. And if you are a producer, you get to vote on what I'm going to be playing. So I get that, and I get 7 money. There you go. Right, so that's me done, and I'm on 3. It's on 5. Okay, so turn order stays the same, and he's getting that, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, we are done. We are ready for round 2. So I know what he's going to be doing. Generally, because of that. I just want to check these cards. Is it always that? Yeah, it is. So it always colour matches. Oh, there's exploiting the crater. I think I might have got this wrong earlier. Yeah, I think I might have got these cards wrong in the first round. Apologies for that, but I will endeavour to get them right. So Fabio thinks it's going to be building a headquarters. Is it? Or you think for me? I mean, look at this stuff. I have all of this stuff. So I can build a headquarters. Absolutely. I probably should, because the sooner you build it, the better. It's going to cost me 4 money. It's going to require 2 energy. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Let's do it. Right, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 rare earth. There's a solar panel already here. So that's good. We don't want to build it around here just in case. So I think we're going to build it. Let's build it here. Okay, so I've now got my super ability. which means after I've built, I can exploit the sector where I've built in. Awesome. I assume that works immediately. And yeah, because I did this, I can place a corporation token. So what do we want to place? We're going to need a tourist. So let's take a tourist, put it there, take one of these. Here you go, Mr. Tourist, sir. You can have a tour of the headquarters. There you go. Build it right next to where the asteroid is to show that I'm not afraid of that asteroid. I'm going to stand on my porch and go, why I order. No, let's not do that. Let's build it as far away from the asteroid as I possibly can. Right, I've done that. I've done that. I've done that. That's my go done. Right, first card. So let's see if we can do this. Get my brain into the zone. C is the active corporation. So under moon is the active corporation. Then it's going to move this to the right. Oh, okay. Now we need to read some more rules because it's now just gained the goal. The achievement reached by Astrobot is determined by the development track only. So the marker has reached the end of the track. So it's claiming the goal for under moon, and it's based on this development marker. If the development marker has reached the third slot, it will claim the medium goal. It's not. If it's reached the seventh slot, it will claim the top goal. So it basically claims the lowest goal on here, right? Which gets 4 points. And that's it. It's done that goal now. That's quite a clever way of doing it, actually. Yeah, okay. Right, there you go. That was easy. So it's done that. Then it has yellow available, so it's building. And it's building a workshop. So there's only one workshop left. And it's going to build it where it would claim an astronaut. There aren't any astronauts on. So we're going to start here. And it will build it in the first powered sector in this row, which is here. Have I got that right? Have I actually now understood it? I think I have. It always builds in a powered sector if it can. And then it's doing a corporation token. The active corporation is under moon. And there isn't an under moon around here. So it takes one of these. And it's using this arrow. So it places it here. And it activates it. And it moves another 2. Drill, baby, drill. And then we're placing it here. And it can't go here. So it goes round and it goes here. There you go. +2 from the reputation track. What did I get? Why did I? Oh, for the goal. Yes, it gains an extra 2 points for the reputation track. Have I just done the bots build action correctly? If I have, then it has clicked. I think I've done that correctly. So, it's my go. I want to definitely do a corporation action and send this one to the Space Casino. It's definitely something I want to do. I also want to be sky watching, but I can't do anything here because I need to get that up. We need to be placing these blue fellas. Which I can. I can do that and get all of these things. I can get that, I can get that, and I can repair that. Or get that, repair that, and do that. It doesn't activate the blue disc, only places them. Oh, okay. So it doesn't drill. Thank you. Right. So it doesn't activate the disc when placing one. Right. Yeah, so that's my option. I think we do this. I'm going to put the scientist there. I'm activating all of these sectors where I have a building, so it doesn't cost me anything. In this sector, I'm going to activate that. Now that's just getting something, isn't it? That's fine. That's fine. I'll take another one of these. Take another tourist. Then for this sector, I'm going to activate this, which gets me 2 reputation because I'm fixing all of the problems. And I don't get to do that as well. But then in this sector, I do get to do that, and I move up to there. Great. So I placed that, I did that, I did that, I did that. I've exploited the crater. Done. Astrobot's turn. B is the active corporation, so Skywatch. We are moving the development marker up, and then we are going to place blue, and it's going to go down here, and it's going to do 3 corporation actions. So it's going to do 1 from here, which is take this, put it there, get a point. Just to remind you, I have nil point right now. The UK, nil point. Next, we're going to do Skywatch, and it's on position 3. No, it's based on this. Yeah, this is on position 3. So it moves 2 to the right. Yeah. Let's read this. It progresses 2 steps, then it contributes to a defense program as usual from bottom to top. Yeah. So it's going to contribute to that one, which requires 4 energy. It has 4 energy, and it gets 5 points and a rep. I'm rubbish at this game. Okay, and then it's doing a corporation action for under moon. So the position of the marker is 3. So it's placing 1, but it can't place 1. Astrobot takes an underground hull token and places it on the newly uncovered hull. Oh no, now it's drilling. Yeah, now it's drilling. Oh, okay. But if it was 4 or 5, it would flip over an existing one. Right. Okay. I think I've got it. That goes there. It drills. It's placing this one here because it can. And then because the development marker is on 3, it's placing 1, and it's that symbol, which as we now know is that one. Okay, there you go. Got it. Yeah, drill in place. Right, and then because it's done that, it then does the Lunar Gateway. It has 2 red, 1 blue, 1 yellow, so it's taking a blue. Okay, right, my go. Project time. I want to do some corporation actions. I absolutely want to do some corporation actions, but my corporation action for Skywatch, I don't have my marker up high enough yet. So that's not great. That is not great. I need to get that marker up, which basically means exploiting the crater with these, which I could. I could do that. But then I don't have a blue one for this. And I kind of want a blue. I mean, I don't need a blue one for this. I could use any of them. I just get the bonus if I use the blue one. So, yeah, no, I'm going to go here. I'm going to exploit there, there, and there. And I'm going to get Skywatch movement, astronaut. So 2 Skywatch movements and an astronaut, which is going to go in my headquarters. Great. And that's it. Astrobot. A. So Artemis Tours is the thing. We're moving the development marker along. And we have red. So we are funding a project. And the project it's going to fund is... I can't remember what the tiebreaker is for this. Chooses the one worth the most VP. What was the... It was Artemis Tour. What was it? Well, this is worth 3 and this is worth 3. In case of a tie, it bases on the orientation of the arrow, left or right. Yeah. So it's kind of pointing counterclockwise. And is that printed on there? Am I missing something on there? Am I missing something on here? No. Check the energy requirement. Energy requirement is 5. It doesn't have 5. If the energy level is equal to or higher, go to step 3. If not, it must reduce the energy requirement. Apply its development discount. It does get a development discount. Okay, so it's okay. Take the project and place it back. So the arrow is pointing kind of counterclockwise. So I'm going to take this one. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to take that one. Right, and then we are going to perform a corporation action for the active corporation, which means taking that, putting it there, and getting 2 points. There you go. Done. There is a project that allows you to move on the Skywatch track faster. Yes. Okay, that's left. That's right. Okay, so it's what it's pointing to. Okay. It's that. Right, done. Done. Me. This game can go really quick once you know it. You can probably play this solo mode in about 45 minutes, I would guess. What am I doing? Well, that's the question. We're doing this. I'm doing 3 corporation actions, but I'm not getting the bonus. So first corporation action, get 2 money. Second corporation action, get 3 money. There you go. We have no money issues whatsoever now. Third corporation action is going to be this, because we are now in that bracket. Yes. Boom. I'm going to do that. I reduce the cost by the titanium. So I'm going to go for the top one, which costs me my rare earth. I need to have 4 energy, and I have to spend 1. And because it goes on there, I get 5 points. I've got some points. Stop the clock. I have got the clue. Yay, we're off the mark. We're only 39 points behind. Woohoo! Oh, it was 1 action to move all your tourists. Oh, it is. It says infinite. I've got another action left. I've got another corporation action left. Well, shall we have 2 more rep? I can't do that again because I don't have any rare earth. Otherwise, I would have done. Okay, I'll have another 2 rep. There you go. Awesome. And I don't get the bonus because of reasons. Right, the active corporation is Skywatch. We are moving that marker along 1. We are then funding a project, and we are funding a project for Skywatch, and this is worth 5 and that's worth 3. So we take that, and then because we use red, we get a corporation action of Skywatch, which is to move this marker forward based on the position of the development marker. So it's going to move 2. God, it moves quick. And it's going to do a thing and do a thing. So it's going to put that on there, which means it's now only going to hit here. It's not going to affect anything next to it now. It's only going to hit that sector, I believe. I think that's what that was. Skywatch contributes to the defense program from bottom to top. Consumes 1 energy if it uses the top one. If it cannot contribute to 1, it gets 3 more steps. Yeah. Okay, done. What was it doing? Oh, I can't remember. Oh, my brain's just gone. What was it just doing? It was doing that. Did it put red? I think it put red on there. No, my brain's just skipped. It does this now and again. I've completely forgotten what we were doing. It was definitely the bot's turn. And I'm pretty sure it played red. We moved the development marker. And red would have been funding a project. And it funded a project. Oh, and it then got to do the corporation action. And the corporation action was move to and put that there and activate that. Yeah, okay, we're done. Power requirement. The power requirement, no, it's okay because it's got a -1. So it needed 4, but it's got a -1. So it's okay at 3. Yeah, I think it's good. Right, me, I'm all right for money and I'm all right for titanium. So we need to be building stuff. And I need to be building stuff. Let's get more stuff built on the board because this is going to get us more peoples. It's going to be a workshop because I don't have any rare earth. So it's going to be two titanium to build. Now, we have no solar panels in the middle. I don't have any rare earth, which means there's only one place I can build my workshop, which is here. Which is fine. I'll build a workshop here. Now, which workshop do I want to build? I think it's going to be this one. Now, interesting rules query here. Because I've built that, and my ability of Flavio Harris says, whenever I build, I can now exploit this. But because it's covered over, I believe I don't get to exploit it. Can I fix it? I don't think I can. I don't think I can. I think you can only fix it when you actually exploit the crater. I'm just looking at the comments in the chat. Is that 4? I thought it was 5. No, this is on 3. Power requirement is on 3. Why did I put my worker on the crater? Why did I put my worker on the crater? What was I doing? I was building. Sorry. I don't know why I put it on the crater. So 2 money to go here, and I build here. This is the only place I can build. But yeah, I don't think I get to take that. I think I can only fix that if I actually exploit the crater. But because I placed an engineer here, I do get to do a corporation. Now, I've not done any drilling yet. At all. Got to take this one? I'm kind of really going for it with Skywatch. But I'm running out of time. It's either that or it's Artemis. Or I could just activate one of these 2 drilling tokens and actually do a little bit of drilling. But I think I'm not going to. I'm just going to put that on there and I'm going to activate it. I'm going to move that to there. 4 or 5 power cost on Skywatch for the bot funding. Oh, I can't remember. Thank you for pointing it out, but I'm not gonna go back and undo it. I think it was 5. Yeah, I probably missed something. Apologies for that. Done. Right, bot. So C is the active corporation. So Undermoon is the active corporation. We're moving the development marker for Undermoon. We can't. We've already done it, so I don't believe we do anything. And then we are placing blue, and we're exploiting the crater. Right, let's get this right this time. I definitely got this wrong last time, I think. Yeah, I definitely did this wrong in the first round. I didn't do any exploiting of crater, and I should have done with this card. Unless this was the first card. This may have been the first card that we drew, at which point it might not have exploited the crater at all. So it's deploying an astronaut to the crater. It's searching for the first available crater slot where it would gain the astronaut if the round was to stop now. So if it goes there, will it gain it? Yes. So we stop. Well, that was easy. The bot would have built a panel to produce the energy and could not have put my workshop anywhere. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. But yes, it would have done that. Yeah, there you go. So it puts it there because it's going to get that back. Now, what does it actually get for exploiting the crater? It doesn't get any resources. Ah. For each sector in the selected row where you have a structure and Astrobot has none, gain credits for the bank equal to the value on the selected slot. Okay, so it goes there but doesn't actually do anything. Great. Okay. Yeah, we like that. Right, my last action. What are we going to do? What indeed are we going to do? We've got the money. We could fund another project. I think we're going to. I think we're going to go here. We're going to spend 2 money. We're going to fund another project. Except I don't think we are. Because we don't have the power and I don't have any rare earth. So we're not funding a project. Let's get that back. Instead, we could build. We could place it. Let's place it. Let's put it here. And I'm going to exploit these 2. This one I'm going to fix. So I get 2 reputation. And this one I'm just going to get 3 money. Because I get points for money at the end of the game. So, yeah. And I'm going to get this back. That's fine. Right. Astrobot. A is the active corporation. So it's Artemis Tours. We're going to move the development marker on 1 because that's what it says. Do we have yellow? No. Do we have blue? Yes. So it's going here. Does a corporation action for each of them. So it takes this and puts it on here and gets 3 points. 1, 2, 3. It then moves its marker 2 steps. 1, 2. And oh, it's almost done. I was going to do this. This was going to be my thing. 7 points. I've been lapped. Not quite. I've not quite been lapped. It's got 50. I'm just going to put a stadium on it. No, I won't bother. We know it's got 50 extra. Oh, here's the 50 markers. So it's got 50. Oh, brother. Right. And then corporation action for here is drill. So it's got to the end. And does the thing or flips. So it flips. Right. And then because it did this, it gets to do the lunar gateway. And it's going to take yellow. Puts it in here. That's it. That's the end of round 2. When I built the workshop, I could have moved the red astronaut in. Oh, that would have reduced the power requirement. Yeah, true, but it would not have been enough because all of these cost 5 and there's only 4. But yeah, I forgot, when you build a building, you can move people into it. Right, maintenance. So maintenance for this is all astronauts come back. We're going to get 1 point each for these. Ah, rubbish. So I've got 3 of them. So I get 3 points. 1, 2, 3. He's got 3 of them. Right. So 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Maintenance for this isn't any. Maintenance for this, it doesn't lose anything. I haven't bothered drilling. Done. Right, I get this. I get this. I get this. And he gets this. Great. Income. What do I get? Well, now I can rearrange my people. I'm good. Yep. So I get 3 money. No, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. So I get 2 points because that gets me to here. And I'm going to have the one that gives me 4 reputation. And then I get another 3 reputation, which is boing, 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 which is 3 points. And I get a titanium for that. Right, that's my income done. Astrobot doesn't get any income. I then have to pay my maintenance costs. So I have to pay 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. Oh dear. I mean, I've got it, but I now only have 1 money left. Oh, put 2 in there. Yeah, I could do that. I'd lose out on the 2 reputation. It's a good point. Good point. I'll lose out on the 2 reputation and put them in there because this is my last chance to put them in there for round 3. Yeah, good point. Right, is there any more stuff to do? I think that's it. I think that's it for the maintenance. Okay, so that card stays. These go. That flips over. Off we go. Final round of the game. I'm 46 points behind. Am I just playing really badly? Yes. Yes, Paul, you are. It's all right. End of game scoring. I've got bonus points because I'm called Paul. I believe I get 100 extra points at the end of the game. Right. 2 shuttles. Here we go. We have 1 and 3. So, now I believe that is activate a corporation token. But I can't. Oh no, it's activate a token, isn't it? Yeah. And we do want to do this. Okay. Do we want to do the building? Because building gets me resources. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know what it is I want to do. I think I'm going to take this one. I'm going to take number 1. So I get 3 engineers. I get 1 technician. 2 scientists. Get 4 money. And I am going to choose that action and move up to there. Okay, and I'm number 1, so I'm definitely going first. And the one I didn't choose is this. So we're going to add some things into the Lunar Gateway. That's that. And my opponent is getting 2 yellows, 1 red, and 3 blues. Right, off we go. Final round of the game. Could have claimed Tory's lowest point last round. Oh, I could. I could have done. Yeah, I'm just going to cover over the ones which I can't take. So that's out. That's out. That's out. Oh, it's basically all of the bottom ones, isn't it? Yeah, these are all out. Right, come on, Paul. You can pull this back. Confidence. Building. I think we're building. Oh, we don't have any rare earth. That's fine. I can build a workshop. No, I can't because we don't have any solar panels. We need to do some corporation actions first. Oh dear. Oh dear, 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 dear. And the energy isn't critical enough that I can use money. So I'm going to have to use the Lunar Gateway. My first action is going to be to use the Lunar Gateway. It feels weak. The power requirements of funding a project is down by 2. So actually, I could fund a project. Yeah, I could. We could fund this one. Because the power requirement is 5, but I have 2 technicians working in the workshop, so it's only 3. That is a possibility. But it's not actually doing the thing that I want to do. The thing that I want to do is move this up, which is going to be this and this. And this will work. And I will very, very likely get it back at the end. Hello, Loki. Loki's come back. Yes. What do you think I should do? Come here. Yeah, good boy. You just see his head. Look at that. You're on telly, Loki. Right. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go here and I'm going to exploit these. I'm going to get a tourist and I'm going to go Skywatch, Skywatch. So I'm now in the 3rd section. Yeah, that's it. Is that it? I feel really weak. Why did I do that? I can't remember why I did that. I've done it. I've done it. Right, off we go. Why is the impact tile revealed? Because you reveal it when you get to here, I think. That's what Fabio said, I think. I'm sure he said reveal the tile. So I did. When the first defense program is completed, reveal the impact tile. Yep. Take the Skywatch project that let you immediately advance on the track. Oh yeah, could have done. Yeah. Yep, you reveal the impact tile as soon as the first section is complete. Right, so we're revealing the card, I believe. So B is the active corporation, which is Skywatch. We are moving the development marker to 6. And we are placing a blue here. And we're doing 3 corporation actions. So first corporation action is, that goes on there, 1 point. Development is now 6. So this moves right to the end. And it's going to finish it. So that's it. We've prevented the asteroid from hitting. And it gets 8 points. Yeah, I have completely failed at this game. I was the one that was going to move up Skywatch and do all of this. And Astrobot decided to get in the way of me. That's pretty terrible, to be honest. But it is what it is. It's a learning game. I definitely play this solo again. But I always prefer it multiplayer. But I'm getting my head around the solo rules now. And then it's going to take from the Lunar Gateway. It's going to take... now we need to look at the tie breaks again, because it has 2 yellow, 2 red, and there's 4 yellow and 4 red. So what does it take if there's a tie? Astronaut type indicated on the current action card from top to bottom. Yellow. So it takes yellow. Oh, it does have room for it. Right. That's it. My go. So my second turn. Are we in the same situation? Yeah. Well, I know I'm going to complete this goal. So I'm definitely going to do that, because I'm going to give up on that one. I have 1 tourist. I do want to get another tourist. I mean, really? Exploiting to get the rare earth seems weak. Like, really weak. I could build a dome. Oh no, but I can't because I haven't got the rare earth to build the solar panel. Could fund a project for some more points, but I'm probably better doing something else. Okay, so I can't. I'm really stifled because I don't have. I'm going to go here. Cost me 1 money. I do 3 corporation actions. The first corporation action is this, to get a rare earth. Second corporation action and I do is potentially this. Which is one of these 3 things, to take this. Okay, and the third corporation action I do is this, sending these 2 to here. Think that's right? 1, 2, 3. That gets me 5 money. And I have the rare earth ready for next time. Okay. B, we're moving the goal up. Right, it's completing. It's already reached the end, so it gets that one. It gets 12 points. 28. Did I take one of these? No, I'm not even there yet. Oh, God, I'm like 60 points behind. So it's done that. It's done that. It's claimed that goal. It had reached C, so it's claimed that. That's good. Then it has yellow, so it's building. What's it going to build? It's going to build its headquarters. Where's it going to build? Here. So can it build there? No. Can it build there? No. But it wants to build in the space where it can take this worker. But there isn't, even if it built here. Oh no, it would. It would if it built here. No, it wouldn't, because we'd both have 8 and I'm closer. So there is nowhere where it can build to get this worker. So it just builds here. Okay. Now to build its headquarters requires 2 energy. No, there's no energy requirement to build a headquarters. It reduces the energy by 2. But it needs to build a solar panel. Yeah, it has to build the solar panel. So the energy goes up by 2, and then it goes back down by 2 because there needed to be a solar panel in the area. I think that's right. And I think it gains the reputation for building the solar panel. It's been so long since it built a solar panel, I've forgotten. But I think that's right. Yeah, now we've got this, but that's an energy requirement rather than an energy cost. If there's room for it in a powered sector, if there isn't, it builds a solar panel, gaining reputation and producing energy in the sector closest to the astronaut and builds its structure there. Yeah, I think that's right. Search for the first available row where it would gain the astronaut. Yeah, no, I think we're good. Yeah, it does get the 2 rep. Thought so. Great, and then because it built, it does that. And it places 1. And it's going to be the active corporation, and the active corporation is B. It's taking that and it's placing there, but it doesn't get the bonus. Right, my go. 4 actions left. One of them is going to be to build. Yay! Right. Put a blue disc. I did put a blue disc. I think we're good. So I'm building. And I'm going to be building a solar panel with the rare earth, which generates 1 energy, which gets me 1 reputation, which gets me 1 point. 12. I'm on 12 points. Right. And what are we building? Well, we only have 2 titanium. So we're building a workshop. Now, where are we going to build this workshop? I think we're going to build it... Which of these things do I want to do? I think I want to do that. Although that's not going to work. It might. It might. I'm going to build it here. Putting the solar panel in there. And then at the moment I build it, I can move people in. Which is good. And yeah, when I build it, I get to exploit that sector because of this. And then I choose a corporation. And we're not going to bother choosing Skywatch. We're going to choose Artemis Tours. I'm going to take another one. Which puts that there. Right, and then at the end of my turn, I am going to claim this goal and get 8 points. I'm not going to do this one. Oh, no, I can do this one. Oh, no, I need 1 more. I need to fix something. I always forget the middle goal is nothing to do with your drill advancement. That's fine. We can do that next time. Yeah, that's fine. I could do this one as well. Am I going to try and be greedy? I think I am. Because I'm not in any big rush. And I might somehow, if the stars align, I might be able to get another one. It's not likely to happen. I think we're done. I think that's my go done. So Astrobot, C. So Undermoon is the active corporation. We're moving the development marker. No, we're not. And then we're exploiting the crater. So we're going to exploit the crater starting here. Will it get that astronaut if it goes there? Yes. Done. That's it. That's all it does. My go. I'm going to... Right, if this works, it'll be a miracle. But I'm going to fund a project. My energy requirement is down by 2, and there's 4. So I can fund this. It requires 6 money. 6 money? Oh, -2. So 4 money. It requires 5 energy, but it only requires 3, but it does use 2 energy. If you can't move on one corp, move it on the next one. Oh, I missed that. I missed that. That is for the solo rules. If it's reached the end of the track, move it to the corresponding thing. If it cannot claim its goal, it claims one below. If it's already claimed a goal, instead move which it's furthest back. Ah, right, okay. So I need to move that 2 on, which means there is a rush for me to do that one because it's almost done that one as well. In fact, it can't do that one. It's only at 1. So it can't actually do that one yet. Oh, no, it just claims the goals based on this. Oh, so it's going to claim this one. Yeah. Why is that 2 and that's 1? Okay, yeah, I think it's going to claim... Determined by its development, it claims the lowest goal. Oh, it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it's fine, because if it gets that to the end, it's going to claim this one anyway, and there's no way I can claim that one. So I've bought this. That's going to go there. So I've got a visitor center. And yeah, okay, so I funded a project. I've bought the card. I paid for it. I've reduced the energy. And now I get to do one corporation action. And that corporation action is going to be to take another tourist. Yep. Hopefully this will work. Right. C, under moon. It's developing. It can't develop that, so it develops that, and it claims that, and it gets 12 points. So 90 points. Then it has red available, so it's going to fund a project. It's going to fund the project worth the most points, which is that one. It needs to have 5 energy, -2. So it needs to build a solar panel. So it does, which generates 2 energy, which gets it 2 rep. And then it uses one of them. Okay, that's that done. And then because it did that, it gets 1 corporation action of this, which is drilling, and it can't drill because it's already at the bottom, so it just flips one of those over, I believe. I think that's right. Yeah, it's developed all the way to the end, so it either does that or it does that. Yeah, I think that's right. Right, my go. So I've got 2 actions left, and I want... Oh, I didn't need to do that in the end. But if I get another one, it's 3 points. I think we're going to go here, and we're going to do 3 corporation actions. First corporation action is going to be one of those. The second corporation action is going to be this, to place these 3 on here, getting me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. And whenever I place a tourist onto a card, I get a reputation. So I get 3 rep, which is 3 more points, which gets me one of these tiles. Now, it's probably a little late for this, but I'm going to take that one. I've got 1 corporation action left. There's nothing to do there. I can't do anything here. So, and I've already done that. So it's going to be 2 rep, which is 2 points. And then because I placed yellow, I don't get to do the bonus. Okay. Fabio says he buys energy first. I might have missed something there. Right. Off we go. B. So Skywatch is the active. We move the development marker up to 7. It's reached to the top. Oh, it couldn't have actually claimed that goal. It wasn't there. Sorry. It's that goal. So it's 4 points back. Oh, which means on my turn, I will claim that goal. Yay! I get 12 points. I've unlapped myself. Yeah, I forgot. It hadn't reached the end, so it couldn't have claimed the top one. So I think I did this wrong as well. Yeah, it claimed this when it shouldn't have been able to. Yeah, I think I did that wrong. Apologies for that. It claims the achievement determined by the development track only. Right. Yeah. So when it claimed this goal, I gave it that one, and I shouldn't have given it that one. I should have given it that one. That's my bad. I'm just going to knock 4 points off it. And yeah, it is what it is. So we're back to here. We've done that. We've developed. We are now doing a blue action, and it's going to be on here. And it's going to do 3 corporation actions. It's going to do that one, which goes there and gets 2 points. It's going to do this one, which is nothing, because it can't place one. So I'm not sure it's going to do anything. It progresses 3 additional steps. It cannot progress any more steps. It's all done. Yeah, no, that's all finished. It doesn't do anything with that. And here, it's going to flip one of these over. That's all of that. Then it gets to take something from the gateway. It's going to take red from the gateway. Now, it can go in there. That's fine. I forgot to give it points in round 2. Apologies for that. It should have had points. There's a lot of things that I'm missing. But you're getting an idea for how it plays, hopefully. And because it did that, which it's done. Right, my last action of the game. 2 reputation. What was the 2 reputation for? Not sure what the 2 reputation was for. Yeah, no, I don't know. Fabio says 2 reputation, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that 2 reputation is for. So what am I going to do as my last action? I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to exploit the crater. I'm going to go here. And instead of exploiting here, I'm going to fix this. Because that gets me 2 reputation, which is 2 points. And here I'm going to get a titanium, which doesn't matter. But then at the end of my turn, I have fixed 3 faults. So I claim that, which gets me 8 points plus 4. I forgot the plus 4 when I claimed that. So actually I'm owed 8. I'm owed 16 points. So 10, 15, 16. Yeah, I always forget you get bonus points for completing the achievements based on your current reputation. Oh, if it can't do a corp action, take 2 rep. Okay, thank you. Right, that's it for my last action. So we get the final card. It moves a development marker. It hasn't got, a goal marker. It's got all of its goal markers out. It's building. That's what it's doing. The active corporation is Artemis Tours. So it's building its headquarters. It can't build its headquarters, so it's building this. I'm not sure which one it's going to build. The arrow is kind of going that way, so we'll say the top one. And where can it go that it would get, starting here and going clockwise? Well, it's already getting that one. So where can it go to build this one? It can go here. So it does. The git. Yeah. Oh, there's a solar panel here. Forgot about that. Top to bottom. Okay. Yep. Done it. Taken it. Built it. It's going to steal that off me. And then it gets to do this. And it's going to do it for the selected corporation, which is this. So it's going to choose that, which is this, which goes on there, which gets 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Right. That's it. We now do maintenance. So maintenance for this, we're all going to get a point. I've got 5. He's got 3. So 5, 3. Maintenance for the drilling one, he doesn't lose reputation. No maintenance for that. Allocating astronauts. There's not many. That one goes to him. That one goes to me. I'm going to keep that there. Don't need those now. So they can go there. And that one goes to him. Right, income. So he gets something about round 3. What's he going to do in round 3? During the last round, fill the laboratories with matching astronauts. Yep. Then place any remaining scientists in domes. Yep. And everybody else goes to the headquarters. Right, okay. And for me, I'm going to keep that in there, and those in there. Yep. Okay, we're done. It does not activate the blue discs. Oh. No, you're right. It doesn't activate the blue discs. Thank you. So it should be down 1 point. I forgot. It doesn't activate the blue discs when it places them. Not going to remember that, am I? Income has been done. Maintenance costs. I have to pay. Oh no, I've not done my income. Or its income. No. So I get 2, 4 points and 3 rep, but rep for me is points. So I get 7 points. And for it gets 2 and then another 4. So it's going to get 6. Right. Maintenance costs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 14, minus 3. So I have to pay 11. I don't have 11. I've only got 7, so I lose 4 rep. So my Moon Casino gets me no points at the end of the game. Yeah, I should have got the money from the red. But then again, these are 2 points each. Okay, if I did that another way, I'd be 4 points down. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'd be 6 money up. And then the 6 money would mean that instead of having 7, I had 13. So I actually pay all of my stuff and I don't lose any rep. Which actually gets me the same. It's the same. I think it's the same. I think it's 4 points. But that is a slightly more efficient way of doing it with having 2 money left over. So I think I've paid my maintenance costs. Right, that's it. We are now doing final scoring. So I get my project cards, which is 11. Astrobot scores VP of its funded projects, astronauts in laboratories. So it's going to get 10 for that. So it's on 107. I don't get for that. Reputation track, we both get 15. And any end game points from corporations, which is this. The asteroid didn't hit, so that didn't matter whatsoever. Other points for end of game, it's got an extra, oh dear, 16. And it's done 3 lots of that, which is another 18. So I think it's on 156. And I think I'm on 95. It's not very good, is it? It's not very good at all. Right, other end of game scoring. He's looking desperately in the rule book for end of game scoring, which has fallen out of my rule book because the staples came loose. Where is it? End of game scoring. Maintenance phase. End of game. Victory points from projects you funded. Victory points from astronauts in laboratories. Victory points equal to reputation. And then victory points for the corporations. But there's only this one that scores points. And, found it, the player called Paul gets 100 points. Which means I win. Excellent. Fantastic. That's such a good rule, that. The pen is still wet, but it says it in my rule book. No, seriously. Yeah. Okay, so I lost badly. I got 95. The bot got 156. Is it 156? It felt worse. It may be 206. I don't know. I lost badly. I know that. It didn't start out well. The bot started getting lots of points early. I'm not very good at the game. This was my first attempt at playing it solo. And there is going to be a timestamp at this point in the video for my review. Bearing in mind, I have just learned how to play this live on camera. So thank you very much, first of all, for Fabio for being here. He says it's only 4 points per haul instead of 6. That would be great. We'll knock 6 off. It's on a nice round 150. But yeah, thank you very much to Fabio for being here and helping me with some of the rules queries. And thank you very much to everybody else who has joined us this afternoon for watching me play. You have seen me learn how to play the game from scratch, not knowing the solo rules at all. So let's talk about the game. First of all, I still really enjoy the game. I think Shackleton Base is a fantastic game. It's in my top 5 games of 2024. Probably top 4, if I'm honest. It's a game with a huge amount of variability because you've now got 10 different corporations and you choose 3 of them. And I do believe that those 3 corporations change the way that the game is played. I haven't used all of them yet. So yeah, it's a game that I enjoy playing. It's definitely staying in my collection, and I will happily play this whenever anybody says they want to play it. The next 2 things I want to talk about is, does the game work at 2 players? Yes, the game does work at 2 players. It doesn't work as well as a 3 and 4 player game, but those people who say that the game does not work at 2 players, I'm afraid they're wrong. What they mean is that they prefer it as a 3 and 4 player game. And I think I prefer it as a 3 and 4 player game. But if this solo mode is a representation of how a 2 player game would go, because I've not actually played it with 2 players, then this 2 player mode does work. It's just not quite as interesting with the area majority aspect of the game. So yeah, I'd happily play this as an actual 2 player game, but I would always prefer it with 3 or even 4. The solo mode is beyond my comfort level. I'll be absolutely honest with you. It's a very good solo mode. I think it's very clever. It's extremely well designed as a solo mode. So I have a lot of respect for it as a solo mode. To be able to do a solo mode which kind of represents what a human player would do is quite tricky. But what I love the way these cards work. I love the way that randomly it will determine which of the corporations is its focus for this particular turn. Because if you're playing this game as a human player, you cannot, like I did, ignore one of the corporations. You kind of should be doing all 3. Now, saying that, I ignored the main aspect of this one. And the reason I did that is because one of the goals for this one means that you don't have to drill whatsoever. So I ignored doing it, but I still managed to complete one of the goals. I like the way that this works. And in our game, it was doing Skywatch. Just because of the way that the cards came out, it was a little bit unpredictable. It was doing Skywatch more than me. And that's honestly, that's probably what lost me the game in terms of I was so far behind, is that this was going to be my thing. And I know I've complained about this before, but I'm going to complain about it again because this is my video. But I decided that I was going to go up here and I was going to try and do these things. And just because of the way that the cards came out, not complaining about it, but it was just the way it did it, is it moved up here and it was doing this a lot more than me. So every time it resolves the Skywatch Corporation action, it will move up on the track a certain amount and it will then place one of the tokens on here. And in a 2-player game, some of these spaces are already covered over at the start of the game. So it didn't take much at all for it to do this, because every time it places a blue worker on the bottom, it's doing 1 corporation action for each. So I don't know, personally I felt it was doing Skywatch a little bit too fast. Before I knew it, suddenly it had done it. I liked what it was doing with that. That was nice and simple. This one was a little bit complicated, but some of that complication was because the rules were not clear and it needed a visual indication of this in the rulebook to explain, look, this is how this works. This is what this means. But yeah, I liked that aspect. I liked the way these cards work. This is an extremely clever way of randomly determining what another player is going to do based on what workers it's got left, whether it's going to exploit the crater. I really liked that. As a solo mode, I liked that. I think part of the problem for me today, as well as the fact that I'm really tired and I've had a bad couple of days, is I was forgetting some of the multiplayer rules, like forgetting to get the extra points for completing one of the goals. I can't knock the solo mode for that. That's a fundamental rule of the game that I was forgetting to do. So there were a few little rules that I was forgetting to do for the multiplayer game, but when you add to that the added complexity of the solo and what the solo player is going to do, for example, the solo bot, when he does this, he places a disc, but when he places a disc, he doesn't get it, but you do. So there was a few times where I did it and Fabio said, yeah, you can't. It doesn't do that. So for me, I'm glad I've tried it. I'm really glad that I have tried the solo mode because I did want to see what it was like. And I'm kind of in two minds about it. Part of me is thinking, once this clicked, once I understood that it was actually not the row, but it was these spaces. And I think, thinking back, the rulebook actually does call these rows, and that was my mistake. But as soon as I understood this bit, everything clicked into place, and I was able to operate the bot a lot more easily than certainly in the first hour of this video. However, yeah, so that's part of the side of the fence that I'm on, is that I've gone through the effort of learning it. I think I've now learned it, and I think I would be okay playing it again. And the other side of the fence is, actually, this is a more complicated solo mode than I find enjoyable. So honestly, I probably won't play the solo mode again. I'm happy to respect it and say it's a good solo mode and it's well designed, but it is outside of my comfort level. And I probably wouldn't enjoy playing this one solo as much as other games that I've got that I can play solo. But yeah, I don't want that to affect the multiplayer experience of the game. And to be honest, me saying that this solo mode is outside of my comfort zone, I have a relatively low comfort zone when it comes to solo modes, because I struggle with trying to work out what a bot would do compared to a human player. So yeah, there you go. That's everything. We're all done. Just wanted to say again, thank you very much to everybody for joining me this afternoon. Big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. This has not been a sponsored playthrough video. All of the advertising revenue from this video and all of my other videos goes to charity. And I'm only able to do that because of the support of the Patreon campaign. So if you want to become one of my Patreon supporters, you can. Patreon.com/gaming rules. Coming up in July, I'm going to be taking some extra days off work for my birthday. And it will be my Patreon supporters that vote on what games that I'm going to be playing over that time. Also, next month, I do have one day put aside for another solo playthrough. And again, I'll be putting a vote up on my Patreon page probably a week or two before that to see what game I'm going to be playing. The game which lost out narrowly to this one was Endeavour Deep Sea. Endeavour Deep Sea got almost as many votes as this one, but this one just pipped it. So, yep, we're all done. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.